Ken Feinberg, the entire Curry College community, here and across the nation, is grateful that you have generously given us your time today to share your profound wisdom and experience with our students, their families, and our faculty and staff. For all that you have done in service to our country and your fellow man and woman, for your leadership and your citizenship, we are proud and grateful to welcome you as a member of the Curry College community. We are honored. Kenneth R. Feinberg, by action of Curry College, the Board of Trustees concurring, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and admit you to all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. Thank you. There's a head board. Right here. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Quigley and Chairman Campo, distinguished officials of Curry College, members of the faculty, parents, graduates, guests. Now that was very, very nice comments from the President. When I was walking in here 45 minutes ago, a woman here to see her daughter or sister graduate shouted to me, "Mr. Feinberg, we are honored that you're here at Curry today, but make it quick, will you please?" Great to be accepted here today. Brevity is a virtue. I thank the President for his kind and very generous introduction, and I'm particularly grateful that he did not refer to me today as a model public citizen. A few years ago, while I was processing BP oil claims in the Gulf of Mexico, I hosted a town hall meeting in a Louisiana parish, and I was introduced by a local public official as a model public servant. A local fisherman in the audience grabbed the mic and shouted to everybody, about 300 people, "You all know the definition of a model, a small replica of the real thing." Thank you, Mr. President, for your careful choice of words here today. I note the Curry College school motto, Rem tene verba sequentur. Grasp the subject and the words will follow. The subject, today's graduation. The following words, I have my fingers crossed. It is said that timing in life is everything. And that is certainly true on this joyous Sunday here in my home state of Massachusetts, just a few miles from my birthplace and childhood home in Brockton. It was here in the Commonwealth just a few weeks ago that we suffered such a horrible tragedy. The devastating marathon bombings that have impacted not only our local communities, but the entire nation and indeed the world. But out of this horror and the senseless deaths and injuries comes a renewed sense of community, a belief that is an essential part of our history and our heritage. We are one people with a common vision based upon liberty, freedom, and a determination to help one another in time of need. Never has the adage, "it takes a village," been more true than in the last month here in Massachusetts. We are one community, one village, forged by crisis and committed to coming to the aid of our fellow citizens. In just 1 month, One Fund Boston has received over $30 million from thousands and thousands of individual donors around the world, all determined to help their neighbors confront unspeakable horror. I'm always amazed at the charitable impulse of the American people. It is like nothing on the face of this earth. Mayor Menino and Governor Patrick asked me to serve as administrator of the fund, and I am doing so with Bill Sennett of the mayor's staff and others. We are determined to get the job done. Like you, like thousands of our fellow citizens here in the Commonwealth, I accepted the call. And next month, I am determined to distribute all available money to the victims of the bombings and their families. We are all doing our part to prove that the bombings, instead of dividing us as a nation, reinforce our common humanity, our common purpose, our love and respect for one another. America is a very special place, and One Fund Boston is the latest example of this. Life has a way of balancing out the good with the bad. Last month, we confronted a storm characterized by suffering and misfortune. Today, the sun shines on you, the graduates of this great institution, founded in 1879 as the School of Elocution and Expression. Your first chancellor was none other than Alexander Graham Bell. What started out as a college with a narrow mandate is today a school with a national reputation, offering bachelor degrees in 20 majors as well as 4 master's degrees. And both your continuing education program and your PAL program are benchmarks, setting a high bar for others to emulate. Curry College is an essential part of the learning tradition that is characteristic of our state. And you, the graduates of 2013, are the latest best example of this noble and honored tradition. You have every right today to take pride in what you have accomplished. Through hard work, commitment, discipline, you have achieved an important milestone, a step in the direction of a fruitful and successful life. But do not assume that your degree and today's celebration guarantees success tomorrow. The road ahead is filled with new challenges and new mountains to climb. If I have learned one lesson in my professional life, dealing with unforeseen tragedy and misfortune, it is this: take nothing for granted. Life has a way of throwing curveballs at all of us. Witness just a month ago at the Boston Marathon. Your degree today is not an insurance policy. It does not provide you a free pass for the future. Do not succumb to a false sense of security that there is only one path to success. Believe me, this is not so. Welcome life's diversity with all of its countless possibilities. Set your sights on concrete goals and pursue them with the same vigor and determination that have led you to this wonderful day. Do not compromise. Do not lose heart when the road appears rocky and uncertain. Keep your eyes on the prize, reinforced by the knowledge that your experience at Curry is proof positive of your abilities, your optimism, your self-confidence. You are the nation's future. Whatever your choices, business, medicine, law, education, public service, other pursuits, do not give up, even when you stumble. Our nation needs you to answer the call. Your opportunities are almost limitless. There is more than one way to make out a life. You are tomorrow's leaders, selecting a personal path that will provide you the type of fulfillment that defines a life. The goal, to reach your own spiritual and practical fulfillment in areas as diverse as human nature. But it is imperative that, whatever your personal choices, you remember Curry College and what it stands for. Over the past few years, it has been your friend and ally, an essential part of your evolving character and personality. Remember this in the months and years ahead as you strive to succeed in whatever path you choose. Bask in the glory of what you have accomplished today and get ready for tomorrow. We as a nation have a vested stake in you. Your personal happiness and success benefit all of your fellow citizens and the United States of America. Graduates of Curry College, I salute you, and this lady out on the lawn ought to be very pleased. I am done. Thank you.